Well, for the first time in more than 150 years, Republicans have what they call a supermajority in the South Carolina Senate after big wins in last year's elections.
We wanted to know how much of a difference did it make with the first legislative session with that supermajority in place now wrapped up.
For answers, we go to our State House reporter, Mary Green, who explains what leaders in both parties have to say.
For a party to have a supermajority in South Carolina's General Assembly, it must have at least 2/3 of members in a chamber. Republicans picked one up in the House of Representatives 3 years ago and have since maintained it. And this was the first year for GOP members in the Senate to work under a supermajority as well. A supermajority meant Republicans could block Democrats' filibusters in the Senate, a tactic they didn't use until the final day of the session as Democrats tried to run out the clock.
Motion is to waive the 2-hour time limit.
Overall, the session was marked by major legislative priorities earning bipartisan support, with the private school voucher bill really the only priority reaching the governor's desk almost entirely along party lines. Democrats say the new dynamic shifted their strategy a bit, including making sure they had members represented in committee meetings.
Sometimes we only had 1 or 2 members on a committee, so we had a little bit of scheduling issues just to make sure that we had people where we were supposed to be.
While the Republican leader says more members meant more personalities and styles to manage. The Senate now has 34 Republicans compared to the 12 Democrats.
I don't know that the supermajority number really has an impact. I mean, that being over 31, I don't know that makes a big deal. We have a significant majority, and that certainly impacts our ability to do things and to move things around.
But both parties' leaders emphasize Columbia isn't Washington, and they say relations remain cordial between them this year.
We didn't win in all the votes, obviously, but we had the ability to have our voices heard and have our concerns raised, and to make sure that our citizens, many who live out in rural South Carolina, got their voices heard.
Both leaders say the bigger change to dynamics this session was the addition of 13 new members following last November's election. It's the largest freshman class in the Senate in recent history.
It's changed the personality of the body, and you see that after every election cycle, frankly.
This whole session, I believe, was a learning curve for a lot of people.
These supermajorities also mean Republicans can overcome gubernatorial vetoes in both chambers without needing Democrats' support. So far this year, Governor Henry McMaster has vetoed just 1 bill, but more that passed on the final day of the session haven't yet gotten to his desk. Reporting from the State House, I'm Mary Green.